for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series in Martinsville.
Drivers, start your engines.
Justin Allgaier takes the outside lane. Teammates working together, I believe. Maybe he'll slide down in front of Raja Caruth. We'll see. We're green at Martinsville.
He couldn't quite get there to slide down. He'll have that opportunity now down into turn 3, get to the bottom. That's where he wants to be. Slides up a little bit. We mentioned the temp and just how that's going to change how these cars react compared to
inside. I think he's going to get here this time. It takes multiple laps, and it's a timing thing in order to make that work, but 96 car is really hooked up right now.
And the only difference I'd say is what Alfredo was doing is what I normally see. It was a little tighter the way Lee was doing it. He was able to do it while being able to be defensive for a car behind him. When you have no one behind you like Alfredo had, you can get real aggressive with that opening. So we got a caution on track.
Halfway through the opening stage, and the wheel and caution lights are on. One of those drivers making his first ever start. Luke Baldwin doing double duty today. He'll run the modified race here later tonight that was rained out yesterday evening.
That's a shame. Great young kid. So excited
for
about this
experience,
opportunity.
right?
Yeah, he just really said all the right things yesterday. Talked to him this week. He was so excited about this. Spent time in the sim. Was working really hard to be prepared for this opportunity. The Henninger Racing number 5.
Gotta think maybe Martinsville. Typically you see, we talked about chaos, emotions, some common word here. Most likely some other contact.
Well, you know what? You think about the fact we didn't get to qualify, so and who knows where he would have qualified yesterday, but maybe you put yourself in a different position. You don't qualify. This team doesn't have a lot of points. He starts deeper in the field, and that puts you right behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, without a doubt, when you get to have qualifying, you get put in as we take a look back here. This was 2 laps before the actual wreck. You see, he got really loose. Yeah. Got up out of the groove, got into some of the marbles there. Oh, man.
It's like it locked the rears.
Wow. Yeah, it's almost something, looks like something broke.
Yes.
Whether in the braking and he had to panic to get on the brakes there.
Here they are in the Poet restart zone. Allgaier and Jones, both drivers have won right here at Martinsville. Big jump from the 7.
And you see Raja Caruth fill that void on the bottom. Brandon Jones will have his hands full. Got a pretty good exit, though. Can he get down in front? He can.
Little squeeze there.
Little squeeze.
For the stack up right here. Looks fairly clean. I just always have to watch for the back of the pack, especially around the outside of the top 10 there. When you go down to 3 on the restart, it just for every reason stacks up in a bad way usually.
Yeah, when you're watching that, it's not that the outside lane, Jesse Love got loose. It's not in this series at the type of racetracks. He's been successful here at Martinsville, and it's hard to have that patience. You see him kind of just following Corey Day through here. It's so easy, it's so tempting to want to make it 3 wide when some of these slower cars, guys that have stayed out on tires.
Caution is out again. Wheel and caution lights are on this time for the 0 of Garrett Smithley, and it comes out with 4 laps to go in the stage. Got to believe this is how we will end our opening stage. Smithley was back in the 25th position.
Clippy got a good view.
Clippy got loose.
A little interesting there.
Yeah.
Your favorite paint scheme this weekend.
It's very cool. I love that. The Windows 98 throwback scheme. It's on top of your screen there. And you can see some serious front-end damage for Jeb Burton.
Here too high on the pit crew view there, sponsored by O'Reilly. Thinking about Justin Allgaier, will be 1 to go this time around to end this opening stage. And there you see...
Well, there's no Goodyear left on either tire,
yeah,
so there's been some contact for sure. But if they've made it as many laps as they have, Adam, I would just feel pretty good that the tires are going to stay up. He just, as you mentioned, that battle with Corey Day, Sam Mayer, I mean, he's lost out on that, so he's not going to have the best track position, but still going to be in decent shape here.
I'm looking at Allgaier, who's going to get his 3rd stage win of the season. But he's the best ever at this level of NASCAR. This will be his 87th career stage victory. And you just look across the board at what he's accomplished. Got his 30th career win last Saturday at Darlington. He's 7th on the all-time list, tied with Logano. And doing what he does here, it's going to put him over 100 stage points in 2026. Just remarkable what he's been able to do. And going to be inside of 50 laps to go in the stage because we took the time to cycle it through. So this could be the shortest run of the day. The control car inside through the Poet restart zone. Corey Day with Sam Mayer to his right.
And if I'm Corey Day right here, I want Jeb Burton to follow me through because I think Mayer might have a little bit of a better car. Oh, he's not going to the same. He's going to get clear and get down in behind him.
3 wide. Look at Lee Pulliam looking outside that number 9.
Oh, he's high. It's real tight. Oh, Jeb real sideways. Got maybe a little bit of help there from Taylor Gray off of 4. He's going to try and slot back in here. And that when you have the field sort of jumbled up like this, you just have cars that are misaligned or what hose got cut through there or pushed around. So, yeah, that is obviously some serious mechanical issues probably precipitated from that situation right there, the front end being bashed in.
Corey Day led 9 laps at Las Vegas. He's in charge of the field here today as we go back and see what happened.
It's like he got
Clements
into the back of Nick Sanchez there on the exit, and so maybe they were just checking up, which can happen on the exit sometimes.
Yeah. Just back at Martinsville, the wheel and caution lights are on. What you're seeing on the track right now is the same wheel and emergency warning technology used by police, fire, and EMS vehicles across America, trusted every day to protect those who protect us. Fluid on track from Jeremy Clements, we believe, is what is delivered our third caution of the afternoon. It comes right at the halfway point of stage 2. Corey Day leading this thing. Justin Allgaier, who won stage 1.
Well, those two have went at it.
Man,
they hit on the pace lap.
Yeah. That's right. We didn't even get to the green flag, and they were trading blows.
What's going on?
Stage really in a good spot to go get the victory and maintain control.
And Day was exceptional after about 5 or 6 laps. He's got to get this single file and just get in his rhythm.
Here he is once again in the Poet restart zone.
Gosh, a great launch by the 17. As I mentioned last time, he'd like to see anyone but that 41 right behind him as Lee Pulliam's going to get to the inside. Oh, I don't think he's going to get clear this time.
Austin Hill making it happen in the outside lane. Side by side for 4th, the drivers that won here last year, Gray and Hill.
Taylor Gray, who we know is going to be quick at the end of this. That's kind of been his MO in these races, not dominating, but being there at the end.
Oh, look, contact. 9 is Lee Pulliam, 21, Austin Hill, and there he goes up the track. New leader, Sam Mayer, drives through.
Man, I was so focused on the 9. I didn't even see how the 41, if there was contact. We'll see if Day returns the favor.
You in the 9, Mark, 1 up.
Yeah, we know how it's
How about Austin Hill up to 3rd? Didn't have a great starting spot, but they flipped the stage, had the speeding penalty, and here he is riding inside the top 5, and the wheel and caution lights are on for a 4th time. Got some debris on track.
Yep, that saw that. It was we've lost a wheel cap. Not really sure how that happened. With the amount of contact I saw through the field in the first couple of laps, anything could have happened.
Well, you know, it came off Brandon Jones's car. You see contact right there. The right rear, crushed in.
Garrett Smithley got the right rear there.
Stack up. Clippy's been busy today.
Clippy's had a potential.
Sam Mayer in control. To his right, Austin Hill. 8 laps to go in the stage.
You know, it comes down to the end of these stages. Being in that outside isn't as detrimental. If you can just stay side by side. You see Austin Hill gets a tremendous run on that top side. We saw the 41 be able to do that earlier in the race.
Boy, the Poet restart zone was good to Austin Hill in the outside lane. Next time around, he's trying to get the lead away.
Hey, and RCR has struggled at this racetrack. Austin Hill said in the pre-race show, it's like, listen, we are way better. I was happy with my car in practice, and he is showing it right now.
Yeah, he said he could go anywhere he wanted and do anything he wanted with that race car, and he's showing it here, being on the outside and contending there. Sam Mayer's the right side of your screen. We got 3 wide.
Oh, Myatt Snyder is just, it's hanging on right now. You see, they're using him up.
Well, Myatt Snyder was the last guy in line of those drivers that stayed out. So all these drivers passing him will go to the front once things cycle through at the end of the stage. And as we battle for the lead, think about the drivers that are up there. All drivers that won on short tracks last year. Sam Mayer at Iowa, Austin Hill right here, Taylor Gray here in the fall. You know, Ryan Sieg was great on short tracks a season ago. He's in that mix.
Austin Hill chased Sam up the track a little bit right there.
Well, Mayer trying to hang on. Austin Hill is right there.
The decision for Mayer is how much do you squeeze Austin here? Do you give him the room and just try to maximize your exit?
The push, the shove, the finish to the stage. Hill in control in that inside lane. Turns 3 and green and white checkered flag. What a finish. Austin Hill gets his 4th stage win of the season.
That was awesome. It was very clean of those two. Sam did not squeeze him at all.
That's because it was a stage. Let's get to the end and see what happens.
Mayer Gray, Ryan Sieg, William Sawalich, the top 5. And by that much, him out here, he will be the control vehicle as we begin the final stage. They're through the Poet restart zone. Here we go once again from Martinsville.
Harrison Burton got a really good launch on the outside. You got to wonder, do the older tires on Raja Caruth on the inside, did that hinder him? He's got a little less fuel on board.
Harrison's had a tough start to the season, but a former winner here, you just know seeing the front of the field is a great feeling. These are the first laps he's run the top 5 all year long. Slots in there behind Raja Caruth.
Well, getting stage points, which they did at the end of stage 2, are huge. Corey Day,
to the
pressure
outside.
tires, going outside of Harrison Burton for 2nd.
Yeah, we'll see if he regrets this. We've watched the outside work fairly well. Sam Mayer was able to run the field. I think that he's going to have to try to get back down here. That was kind of the sucker hole is what you would call that, right? You know you got better tires. You know you're quicker, but...
Speaking of which, on the right side of your screen,
3 wide. Oh, there goes Parker Retzlaff for a ride.
Oh,
Wheel and caution lights are on for the 6th time today.
so that was 3 cars who, as we have that camera, it's always in the,
rolling.
look at the back end of the field here on these restarts where there's just a ton of contact and congestion. Sheldon Creed was on the inside, Patrick Staropoli was in the middle, and Retzlaff on the outside, and 3 cars tried to go into one groove.
And he was such a great job.
So here you go. This is where it starts. This is off of 4. There's a little bit of contact to all this, and then I thought somebody might give up here. Nobody did, and Staropoli was the sandwich. And eventually spun out Parker Retzlaff.
But everyone understands this is the time when you make hay at Martinsville on a restart. And you got to go get after it, and sometimes that works out for you, and sometimes you're on the wrong side of it.
Well, these are what make the highlight reels for us, because when people get frustrated, they get mad. Like Retzlaff's obviously going to be mad at Staropoli, but Creed was on the inside. I mean, just so many emotions.
And look what happens here. There's this the congestion of this happening. Then we were on board there with Taylor Gray. You see him have
those stats until I've got
right.
a victory here. Through the Poet restart zone. Restart with 112 laps to go.
Sammy Smith thought about making it 3 wide on Corey Day. Corey's had a great car. Oh, Allgaier got into the fence right there on the exit of 2. Harrison Burton going to the outside right here. Man, he could get stuck up there. You know that he wanted to get in line behind Raja Caruth. Wasn't able to do it.
He's just got to fight.
Patrick Staropoli goes around. 28 is Ryan Sieg.
Kyle Sieg.
Yeah. Boy, as if the paint schemes won't get us. The brothers racing will, you know.
We're on it today.
We're sympathetic because we've all done it.
I was so proud that I saw Staropoli in the distance that I just threw the Siegs under the bus there, you know.
Staropoli's had an adventurous day. He has been in the middle of a lot of contact, not of his own doing.
And I think he was excited for today because this is one of the few tracks he has experience at. Had 2 out of the way.
Here's Kyle Sieg, 28.
Let's see what happened here.
Those 2 separate incidents right there.
Well, it's the checkup. So, yeah, Staropoli starts to go around. That checks up the field. And the accordion effect got him.
Yeah, Kyle saw it, slowed down. Lee right there behind did not. Got into the back of the 28. I don't think there's any damage, though, to Kyle's car. Just lost all of his track position. Both those cars look like they'll be fine to go on. This is a great perspective with Taylor Gray. We're a little higher than what the drivers can see, but you just can't see any of that. You're dependent on the spotter to tell you, which lane they think you need to go in of where those cars are going to be.
Some of the drivers running in that mix are the ones that ran it long in stage 2, lost the track position, and this is the dangerous part of that game. Corey Day, row 2, Allgaier, Sammy Smith, trying to find a little rhythm as we come through the Poet restart zone.
17 really struggled right there.
Oh, that was a big shot.
Oh, Allgaier, give him Oh, he did. Lost his momentum. It's kind of brought Corey back into this on the outside. Harrison looked a little bit timid, loose on the entry to the corner. He knows that Justin's a little bit quicker. Justin just hasn't been able to time out the momentum. Again, gets a really good exit off turn 2. Now going to get to his inside. Harrison's got to fight hard here, though. You see Corey Day and Jesse Love lined up behind. Don't want to get stuck on the outside. That's nice. He's able to get down.
Yeah, you could see he just sort of checked up a tick early into one. Saw that opportunity.
He did it twice, Parker. He's went to the outside twice. I don't know if something happened earlier because it looked to me like the 19 got by him clean earlier and then saw a little bit of contact there. Ooh, Corey really overdriving the entry of that corner.
Lights are on. To Ryan Ellis from right here in Virginia. 70 laps to go.
Man, we cannot get a long run today. 33 being our longest run. That was 31 laps.
That felt pretty good right there, though.
It did.
I mean,
it felt nice. It was refreshing.
No brakes.
Ellis was 33rd.
No brakes.
That is something you absolutely need at Martinsville, would be the brakes.
Got a set of tires. I'm thinking about, how do you manage this year?
Man, it's been hard. Those guys that went to the back have not been able to drive to the front, and we know the longer you go. So we're right on board here with...
So you're off of it on the straightaway here.
Oh, yeah. He mentioned...
Yeah, and a lot of times when drivers say they don't have brakes, you have a little bit, but you just don't.
So the front row, drivers that stayed out, Pulliam and Jones, they're at the Poet restart zone. 62 to go. Number 9 in charge. Here we go.
Oh, Pulliam had a hard time getting going on the restart.
There was a big stack up behind him because of that. Justin Allgaier got forced to the middle. He got to the outside there. Patrick Star-Poli. But there's a lot of cars who had some serious bumper tag with that checkup.
Yeah, Raja Caruth gets to second, gets by Brandon Jones on the inside there. He had a really good car at the end of that last run. They're on a little different pit cycle than what our leaders were just before that last caution.
But you won't pit again unless you have a problem. So now you've established 17 wins, 6 different drivers. They've won 4 in a row this year, and they're 1, 2, 3 at the front. Back behind them, though, it is an absolute dogfight. Corey Day back in the top 5, and here's the caution, number 9.
Looks like Garrett Smithley and Clippy were involved.
Clippy's had a hell of a day.
He's had quite the ride.
I think this is good, though, for our leader, Lee Pulliam. Cautions when you're on older tires helps you a little bit. Those tires will cool down. As I watched that last lap, Justin Allgaier was almost 2/10 quicker, which is huge here at Martinsville. But I feel like getting to have these cautions, get a cycle on those tires.
Heat cycle, I think that's the big thing.
It's kind of an equalizer.
For sure. It's just going to hurt.
He's had a long day. We're right on board with him.
Down.
Saw Garrett Smithley.
Yellow.
This is a little,
that's a hard
later.
That's a hard perspective right there. You see the 42 and the 0 obviously have had contact.
And I think the biggest thing there was just don't play games. There's no reason. You've got the controlling position. You're on the bottom. Just get a good restart.
That lesson can be learned for everyone in short track racing.
Through the Poet restart zone one more time at Martinsville.
Way better restart by Lee Pulliam there. Way cleaner. Got away.
Really good exit right there for the 9 off of... Oh, they're going to be 3 wide. Corey Day to the inside of Allgaier right there. He's there.
That's
contact.
Forcing it through. Here comes the 17 on the charge. Led laps earlier and in position to get 3rd away from Allgaier. Side by side to turn 1 behind Raja Caruth. And 3 wide behind them. Look out.
Look at that. Oh, Patrick's going to get squeezed.
Power movers right on cue. Creed +8. Taylor Graves had a host of problems, +7. Sammy Smith. I mean, a lot of junior motorsports here, a lot of junior motorsports at the front of the field as we get our 10th yellow of the afternoon. It's for the 25 of Nick Sanchez.
That is a right front, I believe, that's gone down here on Nick Sanchez. That car has been really damaged. Started on the pace lap.
They own the front row. 25 to go. Pulliam and Allgaier. Here we go again through the Poet restart zone.
Oh, not a good start there. Once again, for Lee Pulliam, Justin Allgaier got out ahead, but it's like he spun the tires or had a bit of a checkup. Oh, and a little bit of contact off of 2.
Justin carrying good momentum on the outside, but I think the 9's still in a good position. As you see, they get pinched there on the exit. Oh, that is what happens at the end of these races. Everybody gets a little bit impatient.
Yeah, if you don't go, the guy behind you is going to force you to go. As we got one spinning down the back, that's Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain, wheel and caution lights are on for an 11th time today.
Goodness, we cannot get into a rhythm here. We've only had 2 runs today.
Well,
second, as we get a look here at what happened with, contact right there on the outside wall.
Yeah, just everyone trying to use as much racetrack as possible back in the pack.
Gosh, that could have been bad.
If you thought
Gonna be a fun run to the finish. Allgaier inside is in control, pulling into his outside.
That was definitely a misshift.
Big damage there for the one of Carson Quapple. They're scattered, and it is a parking lot on the front straightaway at Martinsville. Caution number 12.
It's heartbreak. Such a great day he had going. And I think he's going to be okay. It was everything that pursued behind him. He's obviously going to feel terribly.
We still got a lot of racing here.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but this is 2 in a row, so I think we found the culprit the last time that it slowed up. It was definitely sort of not getting into 3rd gear, most likely. And these gearboxes in these cars, teams have different providers for the gearboxes. You see Carson Quapple got a ton of damage out of that. They all have different ways and feelings of how they shift. They have different levels of force you need to use. You see Jeff Burton with a ton of damage. And it can be something where you just have to kind of figure out what it wants and where you feel the mesh of the gears and just how they go in. And Harrison Burton with a ton of damage. That's unfortunate with the day he was having.
Think about all the drivers that were up there that had a chance for a top 10 today, maybe better than that got damage here and are going to have their afternoon's finish compromised. Austin Green, red flag. Here's a look one more time at the restart.
Yeah, pay attention to that car on the outside. You're going to see they start to accelerate. And then when he shifts to 3rd right there, it just doesn't go into gear. And the momentum's coming from behind because everybody's anticipating that. And there's nowhere you can go. And then once the cars start wrecking here, if any oil gets on the racetrack, you see the smoke coming out of those cars, the steam. It's just like you're hitting ice. So you're trying to slow down. And even though you're not going very quick, there's just nothing you can do. Track is super narrow as well.
It just becomes a parking lot, essentially.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Gosh, that got a lot of cars.
And you can see where the car sits down, the 9 of Lee Pulliam. The front end dives and sits down. That's the mark of going into the wrong gear, missing the shift. The sudden deceleration.
Carson Quapple right behind him is trying to anticipate when he's going to go. Raja did a great job right behind, though. I don't think he got he had minimal damage.
On board Taylor Gray.
Back it down.
I mean, nowhere to go.
Back it up. You got 5 feet back.
Position at Martinsville.
Corey didn't get a good restart. Spun the tires.
Trying to rally back in that outside lane. Sammy Smith right behind Allgaier in the 8. 7 is away with the lead.
Yeah, 17 had a great run down the backstretch. If he just could have got a little better restart, it's a great perspective here to see. Can he get clear down now in front of Sammy Smith? He's not going to into turn 1.
That was an amazing turns 1 and 2 by Corey Day there to gain what he did back. So we got a spinner.
Caution number 13. Yep, the 18 of William Sawalich.
This is, and you see,
oh no. It's like
maybe an engine. He's got the tire rubbing right there. Fenders on that. Maybe he can swerve back and forth to get that to pop back out. You see, that's what he's trying to do. This is good for Corey Day. You get another stab. Little love tap by Brennan Poole there.
Look at Poole. He's Shonesville.
17 did a better job, but Justin's still going to be out front.
But watch here, 1 and 2. He was so good through here last restart. Can he clear Sammy Smith? Not quite. Looks like
out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank for 1 what's ahead.
And how aggressive does Sheldon Creed get right here? Does he try to force up Sammy Smith and maybe try to get 2 for 1 down in 3 and 4?
A dominating day for Justin Allgaier. The Wheeling caution lights are on. The race is over. Justin Allgaier hits the trifecta. His third win of the season comes at Martinsville.
Man, I love you. This is awesome. Awesome. Martinsville, baby. What a way to start the year, boys. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are awesome.
Good news for Junior Motorsports. They get the win in the form of Justin Allgaier. Bad news, the reason for the caution, Raja Caruth spinning from 9th on the white flag lap.
He was down in basically turn 1.
For Joe Gibbs Racing when they won 6 in a row. And the man carrying the mail, Justin Allgaier. Congratulations, Justin Allgaier, the winner of the NFPA 250. '31 career wins. He's now tied with Jack Ingram for 6th on the all-time list. You might pencil him in next Saturday at Rockingham. He's doing it at all the historic venues.